What has JJ done? Well, he has allowed me, his number one, his COO, to take over a late round best ball stream. It should be fun. This is, I think, well, I've done a lot of these drafts, but this is the first one I've done on the late round stream. So we're having some fun. I'm probably going to give away some stuff too, just so people like me. Stick around. It's the late round fantasy football live stream with DraftKings Millie Maker. What's going on, everybody? Excited to get this started. We've got the just filled. We've got the 10th overall pick. So yeah, this is exciting. We got Bindles in the chat. Hello, so Jaquan. We are. Let's see if I what number draft this is for your boy. Can always find out on the DK app. But we have a, see the lobby. I'll also be giving away some of the exposures that I have, so y'all can make fun of me. This is draft 117 in the best ball millie for me. So I've been kind of just trying to spread out. Last year I filled up way too early, so I've been spreading it out because I don't want to miss out on any of the training camp hype, training camp news, EV stuff there. Gonna try the Gilbert strat for this one. I'm gonna try. Listen, I'm gonna try whatever strategy can help us. I feel like I am like well versed with the 10th, 11th, and 12th pick. The 10th pick is probably my least favorite pick. So we'll see what we can do different here. If you know, or if you listen to the Late Round Fantasy Football Show, if you listen to the Swolecast, you know that I like the Alpha RB strategy. Yeah, Matt. Matt says, let's get that Pitts exposure to 25%. I feel like there's like, who are some of the guys that, based on training camp news or the past weekend, maybe since Friday, that you're like actively trying to get? Hype vids, injury stuff, people falling, people rising. What do you like? What do you like? Show the draft board, get people what they want, maybe zoom in a little. How's that? All right. Ball's life. And he's not alone. Said he's ripping Bigsby at the moment. I was talking to JJ on that about that this morning. That he's like, Bigsby's ADP has not changed. In fact, you might be able to expect a piece of content about that coming out. Jesse says Pop Douglas. Logan says Tyler Lockett. Are you just pandering, Logan, or is that legit? Do you know that I'm a Titans fan? That I'm a Cam Ward stan? Lockett just seems like an easy guy to get like guaranteed productions in the 200s. All right, Puka goes off the board. I've got a ton of too much St. Brown. So it's either between Nico and Neighbors. I think I probably would have gone Nico. Let's just see what they do. Okay. All right. Who cares? Big toe, whatever. Let's get Neighbors and see if we can get an alpha running back here in the second, or maybe even Brock Bowers. I probably won't be going wide receiver with this 15th overall pick. Jesse says Slayton. Logan says Lockett's always been a better in best ball player. I don't know. Like this Titans offense. I am interested to see what happens with the wide receiver 2 and 3 and 4. All right, and Monroe goes off. So Brian Thomas is still there. The running backs have gone off the board. So it's either between Brock Bowers and Brian Thomas. Let's just go chalk and go with Brian Thomas. It's the saying, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Is that the saying? Davis also said that JJ needed to get music on the stream. We might just try that and see how it goes. And then if it goes well, maybe JJ will do it. Let's show the draft board. Yep, there's that. Genty, Henry, Chan. What do people think about the Bijan Robinson stuff? He's the cover boy. Bijan instead of Bijan or Bijan. Is it? Oh, now I've confused myself. But basically said that there's a new way to say his name, or a correct way to say his name. How are you going to just let people say your name wrong for like 4 or 5 years and then try to correct it? Bijan. Honey Dijon. Okay, let's see what Matt says. Joining the Patreon. Well, awesome, because we got some great news regarding the Patreon, stuff that you'll be able to do here soon. Starting up an auction dynasty superflex. Hey, is draft guide and prospect guide recommended too? Or is Patreon helpful enough for my dynasty startup draft? Just a little confused. Okay, if it's a startup draft, I would say, well, the draft guide is, I feel like, a must regardless. But if you just want the like for your startup draft, the prospect guide is only going to have rookie rankings. And it's also got year 2 stuff. But as far as rankings go, it's going to be rookie rankings. You are in the right spot as far as Discord, because that's going to have dynasty rankings updated every month, sent to you as in 1QB or Superflex. And that's updated constantly. Whereas the rookie guide, you're not going to get any more updates to that. But so maybe order the draft guide if you want to just get a good grasp on. I think redraft leagues could even help you out with what JJ is thinking this year. But there's an awesome dynasty chat. There's a news and rumors chat that I love in Discord. That's fun to kind of keep an eye on everything that's happening. Hey, it's the kitchen draft. It's pronounced Bijan. All right, Bijan. There's an Office reference. Okay, we're coming up. And since I'm talking to y'all, I'm not getting the updates. If I'm talking and you see me about to make a pick, just say, hey, dummy, you're about to make a pick. Okay, so what do we have so far? Who's left? Jacobs. Gosh, I hate taking Jacobs, but he is falling down that draft board. I've got a ton of Devontae Adams. JSN. This is when the week 8 guys go, which do have Brian Thomas Jr. as a week 8 guy. All right. So 3 picks out. No real obvious values on the board. So let's see how we're going to go with this. I said we're going to go alpha running back. We could just make Kyron or Omarion the alpha running back. And then see if maybe Kittle slides to that 4th round. What do you think? You think we should go? I think we might just need to go one running back here. I probably need more Hampton exposure. Okay, so let's go Hampton. And then let's star these guys. Could also go 4th round Worthy, but I have a ton of Worthy already. DK Metcalf with the pissing narrative. Okay, I like this. Let's see what they do. All right, how's everyone's weekend? Everybody have a solid weekend? I was a tourist yesterday, and I went downtown. Did some line dancing. Had some friends come in from out of town. Went downtown. Went to Category 10, which used to be the old Wild Horse Saloon. Went to the big food hall there. Walked by some honky tonks. All right, Kittle is still here. All right, smash. Especially with the Jennings news. Might be able to pair him with Pearsall later on. Bang. Okay. So pretty solid start. I like these starts right here. One kind of alpha running back for this draft. It's Hampton. And then we got Kittle. And we got 2 year 2 stud receivers in Neighbors and Thomas. Obviously, there's some toe stuff here, but this is a solid start. One of the things I don't want to do, though, is like have this draft be so awesome that then JJ is just like, Kitchen, no more live drafts for you. All right, let's go with what's your journey from late round fanatic to COO? Okay, LO. So I'll answer that in a second. Do you run any UD drafts? I'm debating doing the DK Millie BOGO promo or 2 eliminator drafts on UD. Feels like odds to win money on eliminator are just way better. Honestly, I don't know anything about the eliminator drafts. I don't know anything. I've done a few drafts over there on Underdog, and I would say probably 90 to 95% of my drafts have been on DraftKings, and it's not hard to get me to promote DraftKings because I've always enjoyed the DraftKings best ball contest. I enjoy any drafts, really. Any drafts are fun, but the draft best ball draft format that I have enjoyed the most has been DraftKings. You get 2 extra rounds. It's PPR. You get bonus scoring. If you're in the DFS streets, you're used to that. It's a little softer. Things can get kind of crazy. You can arrange your teams multiple ways. It's not just kind of like the ADP stuff. So that's my thing. If you've got to draft one, get one. Use promo code late round there. And I think there's also a link in the description. But you're paying $25 for $50 worth of entries. As far as to the odds to win money, if your odds are to win, if you're playing just to like win money, but there's probably like another best ball platform out there that you could probably quote unquote win money on. You have to know there are like 880,000 entries in this DraftKings best ball millie. So you got to get top 2. And if you get top 2 of your 12-man pool, you're going to be in the money. And then you've got that 2 million top prize. There is the share a little bit of DraftKings lore about yourself. And I almost put it out there, but then I was like, I don't know if I want to put it out there, but I might share some DraftKings lore about myself on this stream. Okay, we're up in 2 picks. Got a run of receivers. Hubbard. Ted's been showing out. All right, This is a solid grouping right here. Any of these three, let's go. I love that. When you feel so good about a tier, see? You feel so good about a tier of guys, and then you know that you're going to land at least one of those. So getting Pickens with pick 58 feels good. So we've got kind of the beginnings of our shell picked out. We've got Chargers, Hampton, Neighbors, Thomas, Pickens, Kittle. Also allows us, all these allow for later round quarterbacks that we can pair up. The thing about Dak, if you read the newsletter earlier that we did, one of the Friday newsletters that I sent out just talked about how JJ had kind of picked out Dak as a guy to target. He was going like in the 110s. Now he's going like, now his ADP is under 100. I still think if you listen to Levitan on the best ball stream, he talked about like that stuff has to go somewhere. All right. Adunze's been getting some love. I love Olave. You got Hunter. Ooh, we got Hunter to pair with Thomas. There you go. Bang. Wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, Aaron says thoughts on stacking BTJ and Hunter. I think it's fine. You are embracing the unknown. You are living a little. And both these guys are top tier receivers. We just do not know about Travis Hunter, and I probably have less than 5% of him. So why not get a little more exposure to the guy on this draft? T-Law is going later on. So I need to add, we'll probably add a running back in the, I don't know, we might wait. We might wait a little bit on running back because I feel good about some of the running back options that are still out there, including, might put Tank Bigsby on this team as well. How's JJ behind the scenes? Is he closer to Conan O'Brien or is he closer to Ellen DeGeneres? He's closer to Conan. JJ and I have a great relationship. It's good working with just good people. And, you know, it's one of those things where our Monday morning stand-up meeting is like maybe 25, 30% business. And the rest is like personal life and our exposure to guys. Okay. Man, this is a good, let's look at this one spot. They got Chase with Brown and McBride. They got Hurts, Smith, Olave, and Adunze. That is a solid start from the librarian. That's like, I love that start right there. They're going to be the team to beat. So, yeah, it's very similar to the way we've built ours. It's just a little better. So that means we need our 7th and 8th round picks to outdo them. I love Olave. I think he's just going to continue to rise up the draft boards. But we might continue to wait for quarterback until the 100s. And we can always, with Neighbors, we can always pair them with either Richardson late or one of the two Giants quarterbacks. Oh, we got someone on auto draft. Do you guys like when people are on auto draft? I kind of hate it sometimes because it'll just, if there's a good guy that falls, it'll pick him up. Now, if there's someone who just got injured, no one's drafting, like Godwin, will fall. But let's get Pearsall to go with Kittle. So we're starting to form our stacks early. And we can get late round, both late round Colts if we want to, and late round Bears to pair with that week 17 stuff. So, because the Niners play the Bears in week 17, Luther Burden practicing today. You also got the guy who I've been drafting the most, just by, it's not even that I have like a huge, like pants are off when I draft him, but Roshan Johnson. Jesse says, nice. A ton of great QB options. Kitchen competing for views with, is Pete still streaming? He started early. Listen, the guy streams like 4 or 5 hours a day. I thought he might be done by now. I was trying to give him the benefit of that. I don't know how long he's streaming on Mondays. JJ just fires it up whenever. I made a calculated decision. It feels like noon Central Time, my Central Time, is a good time to do it. It's when we did a late round fantasy football show as well. All right, but we got to focus right now. Okay, so missing out on anybody? Not really. Could go Pollard. Ugh, gross. This gets kind of gross. Or we just go bang. Matthew Golden. Okay. All right. So this is common for me, and that is 1 running back, 6 receivers, 1 tight end. And now we get to fill in. And I probably won't draft a wide receiver until later on this draft. Other than late round, what are your favorite data-driven FF sources? Not including ETR, since that's an easy out. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a secret. I don't have any other sources. JJ is my source. Now, I come from the world of roto grinders, and I think Christian Mino does an awesome job with projections, especially during the season. If you're a projections guy, and I know that they really put a lot of time into it. So, other than that, though, if you've listened to me, you know that I'm just a late round guy. Like, even I've been in the industry over 10 years, and all of the redraft stuff that I listen to, the only one that I like religiously listened to was JJ's stuff. And so that's why it's an easy sell for me. It's an easy sell when you believe in what you're selling. And I think that JJ's process is awesome. And since you aren't letting me give the outs to ETR, like, I love the ETR guys, obviously. Like, those are some of my good friends over there. Yes, I'm a company man. I can't be saying anything bad about the company when JJ lets me for the first time take hold of a stream. Oh, we still got to get music on here. All right, how do we get background music? Okay, night driving. Kind of like the night driving. Oh, so you can upload more. What's daydreaming? Or lo-fi. This might just be the... All right, lo-fi, night driving. Nah, not into space. Not acoustic cinematic. This is feeding the ducks. Gosh, Brock is going to fall right into our laps, I feel like. Make it to us, Brock. Please. Kind of feeling the feeding the ducks. Brock Purdy above ADP. Don't you get him, STL on top? Yes. Bang. First stack complete. All right, let's look at the draft board. Man, 130. What quarterbacks? Quarterbacks haven't been gobbled up too much. And 130 is exactly T-Law's ADP. Should we chance it? I might have to. Ayuk still there. Man, how far is Mooney going to fall? He's going to be back, right? But I just said we're not doing anything else with him. What are the running backs? Not great. Not great. I think we can wait on running backs. We might... Oh, man. I know I said I wasn't going to get any more. You know what? We're just going to go get Trevor Lawrence because I don't feel great about anybody. We're just going to get that and hope that round 11 feels better. So we got our 2 stacks right now. So we're good. We're good. Now we need to focus on running back and maybe a few sexy tight ends later. Fun fact about me, other than the Katy Perry stuff, which you already know maybe, is that one of my college roommates and buddies, well, look at this quarterback run. Look at this quarterback run. Whoa, boy. I'd like to think that pick 106 helped start that quarterback run. I'm glad we went Lawrence. Man, this is just falling into place. Fun fact about me, though, is Mickey Echo, Mikkyekkko. His college roommate, buddy, and honestly the poorest guy in the house. And now he's just crushing it. Had to hit single stay with Rihanna. Kind of like a one-hit wonder. He had an album that came out called Fame later on with Interscope Records, but just talked about how he wasn't even ready. Like, no, he doesn't even know how Rihanna got that single. And in a period of 6 weeks, it went from her adding that to her album to him being on the Grammys with her. But now he's writing songs for a lot of people. Just wrote one by the Jonas Brothers. But Teddy Swims, Lose Control. So, who would have thought? One of the last times I saw him in person, I was at the airport, and I was flying to the Fantasy Sports Trade Association event, and he was flying to Paris for Fashion Week. So, that tells you how our 2 paths kind of went different directions. Look at Hollywood Brown going at 122. That person knows ball. Going quick. It's going to be a fast draft. Beefcake. What's up, man? JJ has his Mo Alley Cox. I don't know what this Owala is going to be called, but it's got electrolytes in it. So maybe y'all can help me come up with this that's reasonable. Dang, someone snagged Luther Burden above ADP. This is kind of a sharp room. We got to figure out what we're going to do. Okay, just figured it out. Loveland's also been getting some love. Man. Okay, so if we could go, what's the news that they're saying here. Williams and Miles Sanders. Okay. All right. Let's look at the draft board and see if they have any tight ends. Neither of them have tight ends. All right. Let's do Loveland. Get that pairing. Apparently 3 different quarterbacks getting him the ball. Did we just snipe somebody? Let's see. I don't know. They're probably upset. Loveland with Kittle feels good. How late did Mixon go in this draft? Oh, let's see. 70. We also had an auto drafter. Not sure if that was them at that point. But he was in the 90s in a draft I did Friday or Saturday. Does the data on current DK combos influence your drafting at all? Not at the moment, no. I just think that we could go golden here. And then we have Golden, Love. Javonte Williams just went. Okay. All right. We're really pushing it with the running backs. But we just got our 3rd quarterback. All right. So we got Brock with Kittle and Pearsall. And then we have Trevor Lawrence with Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter. Then we got Jordan Love with Golden. Not hating it. We can pair this with Justice Hill later on. We got the Bears bring back for the Niners, and I don't think we have to have any Colts, but if so, there's some Colts available later on. All right. What's your favorite NFL team, Kitchens? You can call me Kitchens with an S. I don't mind. I've been called worse. The Titans. I'm a lifelong Nashville resident. So those that know me know that I am not scared to root for Laundry and to let my Titans bias affect things. JJ says he doesn't, but he's a Steelers fan and he has more Rodgers than he does Cam Ward. And I just think maybe if he wasn't a Steelers fan, he wouldn't have more Rodgers than Cam Ward. Let's go draft board, see where we're at. Quentin Johnson just went off. Yeah, I feel like we're doing pretty good. I mean, it's really going to come back to running backs. But with this build, we can honestly go 7 receivers if we wanted to, and then 7 running backs with 3 tight ends. How did I get? The question was, how did I get from being a fanatic at late round to being JJCOO? That was earlier, and I said I would answer it later. So my path was this. I started playing daily fantasy in 2013. I won a contest on draft day called The Worm. And with the Worm winnings, I bought a site for I think $5,000 called fantasysports.org. And I was just gonna, the goal for me was to just be like an industry, anything fantasy sports related, I was going to write about in fantasy sports org. And we did. Like, we wrote about the Scott Fish Bowl. And again, this was like 11 or 12 years ago, but it was just kind of, Scott Fishbowl was, I think, 2 or 3 years old. And then Daily Fantasy just kept on getting bigger and bigger. And I was using projections and doing rather well. And so Dan Bach, DB730, who had the Roto-Grinders Daily Fantasy show, interviewed me for his podcast, the RG podcast, which is the only thing going at the moment. All right, we got to pick a running back here. Jake Ferguson went. That's a good call by him. Okay. We need some points here. Man, Jerome Ford's way too low. I got a lot of Eckler. Algier is the type of guy we want. Okay. I almost want to go Ford here, though. Bigsby dropped. Yeah, Eckler seems great as long as this new cat doesn't take his stuff. Eckler also pairs well with Pickens. Someone's going to get a steal on Cam Ward and Bryce Young. Not me, though. Maybe I should have gone running back instead of Love, but then I would have had to do a back pairing. Okay, let's see. Benson or Ford? Yeah, I'm gonna take Ford a little bit earlier and just get that production that he gives us. We just need some points. All the other guys are ballers. We just need some points. And we got some upside guys that we can do later on, like Lloyd and Hill. We could do Giddens with the Jack stack. Got a ton of Taj Brooks. What was your website, your primary hustle during that time? I just quit my full-time job, and it was my primary hustle. This is before kids, right before kids. And my wife was a teacher. We lived in a really, really small house. And she allowed me to buy a big printer to put in the kitchen. This was a huge printer. Think of it looked like a tanning bed. That's how big the printer was. And on fantasysports.org, I sold customized draft boards. So someone would come in and they would say, all right, I want a 12-team customized draft board. They would enter their league name, and I would print it out on demand, and I would ship it. And that did decent, but it was a lot of work. But it was pretty fun seeing all the different league names. And you could add, like, for $5, like, you could add team names to them. And so I just was doing that in Adobe InDesign. And then the DFS started, and Dan asked me to be the first host of Grinders Live. So I did that. I was supposed to be with Beer Makers Fan, if you're familiar with Beer, one of the guys who's over there at RG, but he had a FanDuel deal, and we were going to start working with a new startup called DraftKings. So he couldn't do it. And I did it with Al Zeidenfeld. And then from that, 6 months later, I was like, I kind of want to start my own site. And that's what I did. I started Fantasy Insiders. Brought in a couple guys. And then we had a pretty good run. We need to be number one. I mean, we were never going to compete with the affiliate game, but Fantasy Insiders, we were heavily focused on just the consumer, just the customer. So we had the first publicly facing optimizer as our claim to fame. But if over 50 people were on that thing, it would shut down. So that wasn't fun. Was not fun. And then I started working with DraftKings as a DraftKings Pro and would host their sweat shows. So they would fly me to Boston every Monday during the fall to host the DraftKings Millionaire Maker Sweat Show. Ooh, Roshan Johnson just went off. We could get lucky right now with Dobbs. Then we'd have 3 quarterbacks with 2 pass catchers each. Ooh, baby. Because there's not really a ton of running back. Oh, he just goes off. Sniped. Oh, that's frustrating. All right. You got Besh, who's looking good. You got a lot of receivers here, but let's see what the running back room is, because we can always find a couple receivers later. We need a tight end, a couple receivers, and the rest running backs. I know this is crazy early. Let's draft a guy. Let's just get Lloyd. You know what? I don't care about ADP. Do not care. We need a high upside guy right here. Chig's been looking good. Arroyo would round out that. Yeah, I have a ton of Marshawn Lloyd. JJ does as well. Really, it's just if health is not an issue. I think he talked about Levitan too, like having these guys at 20 spots before ADP, usually like that it evens out. Lloyd's ADP has not done anything. Okay, I feel like Besh just teasing us right now. But he just doesn't really add anything to this team. Pierce does a bit. I kind of want to get some. All right, let's star Arroyo and then see if we can come up with anybody in the next 5 seconds. Shipley might be a guy. No, got Arroyo. All right. So we've got, this is how these drafts work. It can never be perfect at the end. But we have our quarterbacks and tight ends set. We pretty much have our receivers set. We've got our studs and Neighbors and Pickens. And then we've got the Jack stack with Brian Thomas Jr. and Hunter and Pearsall. With Golden's paired up. Loveland, the second tight end, is paired up with the Niners stuff. And then Lloyd, obviously. Ford and Arroyo, the two opposite guys. One guy is for just getting some points in there, and the other one is for the sexiness of that third tight end. We definitely could have waited on tight end till later. Till 18th or 19th round. It is what it is. I thought about Pierce to go with. I'm just not a big, like, what does Pierce add to this team that we can't already get in a 19th or 20th round? I also have Wicks. I want to leave, like, I think I'm only going to go 7 receivers on this one. And so I want to leave something open for a possibly a stacked or bring back receiver. There goes Keenan Allen. Yeah, let's we got Smith and Hunter on the rookies train. We talked about Giddens. So we have a lot of rookies here. They're in decent spots. We got the bring back right here. McLaughlin, he kind of falls in that forward role where I think the 2-minute drill, he's going to get some points. I need some more ETN. He would pair with Arroyo as well. And then Woody Marks. Nobody's taken Woody Marks. Like his ADP hasn't really changed that dramatically. And he might just immediately start getting run with this mix and stuff. Drafted him in the 4th round. So a decent amount of draft capital, better than these 6th and 7th round guys. Favorite roster construction is kind of what I'm doing this year. I mean, I've always been a 3-6-8-3. But this year I'm kind of doubling down on the alpha running back. 1 running back, you get 5 or 6 receivers, get 1 elite tight end, and then just build backwards. Pierce goes. Rashard Smith goes. Trade a future 3rd for Marks too. And Marks isn't also, when you talk about the Millie Maker, Marks hasn't been drafted in every draft. I have to look up to see like what his percentage is. But look at these guys right here. You got some pairings that are like guaranteed guys, and you have all these like iffy players. Richardson's still there. All right, let's go Giddens. And then let's see if Marks stays with us. Marks also would pair with this Hampton right here. I didn't think about that. Oh, come on, baby. We would have most players paired up for these week 17 stacks if we got there. That'd feel good. I want to go back after this pick is made and look at where the other Jags running backs have gone, because that's been a kind of a thing. How much money do you invest each fantasy season on average? It's pretty pricey to max out the Millie. Yes, it is. I'm going to draft Marks here, because all these guys are they're all the same. They're all the same at the end. So just get your guys. Royals is still there. Wicks is still there. I'm going to start starring some guys. Not really interested in Coker. Been hearing some good things about Horn. Running with the ones. I also wonder if we might be thinking about any other receivers. In fact, we can use this right here. Parker Washington, no thanks. We've already got Wicks starred. Williams is out. Not really anybody else. Is that Niners? 49ers. Cowing's gonna be out for a little bit. Otherwise, he might have been decent. Okay. Show the board, then we'll see who we can get. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get 1 running back, 1 receiver here, and go with the 7-7. Maybe nail a Bucky Irving type guy. Just got a sleeper update. Justin Fields' status has been changed from healthy to questionable. Uh-oh. Hope everything's good. But also to finish that, in November, the company that acquired Fantasy Insiders that had acquired that company, the company that acquired the company that acquired Fantasy Insiders, stock tanked like 40% in a day. And the writing was already on the wall. And so I was a part of some cuts, which was no shocker. I was trying to make it to February. But there goes Wix, Lockett, Iron Manor. Some good ones going. Vele just went off the board. But I was trying to figure out if I want to stay in the industry or not. And JJ said, you can't leave the industry. And he said, I've actually been thinking about you as a person in this role. And honestly, it was a dream job for me. And we get to have a lot of fun together. Gonna take a road trip together to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So that's how I got here. And it's just full circle because when I had Fantasy Insiders, I would have JJ on as a guest, as one of the regulars on our football shows. And that was 10 years ago. And now we're back together. The layoff actually worked out really well. Severance plus having an immediate job. I could not ask for a better run out than that. Look at Damian Pierce going. Man, been hearing some good stuff about Wilson. Hearing some not so good stuff about Mitchell. I think we got to go Royals, right? I think so. We already have Eckler, or else I would think about the Ja'Cory Krosky merit. Because I do need more JCM. Manungai helps us with the Niners stuff. Like I said, I don't have enough ETN. He might be the person that I need here. Because he pairs with Arroyo. And just hope that one of these guys bust one. We have Ford. We got a lot of rookie running backs in this team, which I honestly love. Marks, Giddens, Hampton, and this would be number 4 right here. Although if we went McLaughlin, we would pair him with the Royals pick we just took. Honestly, any of these 3 guys would pair for week 17 stacks. Let's just do it. ETN. All right, so there we go. That's the squad. Run it down for those people that are just in here. We had a 10 pick. Neighbors, Thomas, Hampton, and Kittle. Those were like we'll add Pickens to that. That's the shell. So Neighbors, Thomas, and Pickens, Hampton, and Kittle. And then we just continued to pound the receivers. Travis Hunter, Pearsall, Golden. All 3 of those guys were stacked. Started a quarterback run with Purdy, Lawrence. Got Love 14 spots past ADP. Got Loveland as the tight end 2 at 130. Love that. And so it's all going to depend on running back 2 for this build. Got Arroyo. So you got 2 rookie tight ends behind Kittle. Don't mind that. Got Eckler and Ford for like some points. Lloyd, if he stays healthy. He was a little bit of a reach by ADP, not by our rankings. And then Giddens, Marks, ETN with Royals. So last 5 rounds, rookies. Let me know what y'all think. Need a score. Oh, I feel good. I feel good about it, though. Do you guys feel good about it? Love that you guys keep doing Swolecast too. The dynamic y'all have together is awesome. Yeah, we've been doing Swolecast for a long time. It's really fun. And it's so different than the other shows out there. It's like a little bit of football, a lot of bit of just entertainment. 8 out of 10, but a 10/10 HeroRB. Yeah. Okay. Successfully executing the HeroRB strategy on my first late round stream. We'll take it. Got a bunch of week 5 buys with Chicago, Green Bay. All right, that's fine. ETN 7.9 would be higher with the running back too. I get it. 8.3. Gonzalo, appreciate you. I'm not mad with it at 7.9. I get it would be higher with a better running back too, but that's kind of the thesis of the hero or the alpha RB strategy. I do want to go back and check to see where the Jags running backs went. So usually in the late 90s, 100s, where ETN goes. Let's see, where did he go? You'll see. Oh, he goes 88. Man, he just keeps getting pushed higher and higher. Tootin goes 144. Where'd Bigsby go? Bigsby went 150. I think his ADP is like 160, but I suspect that will come down. He would have been a good spot right here at the 154, but I don't mind Eckler either. 8.1. Hey, these are solid scores. 8.2 for the chill music in the background. Ducks being fed. That's I wonder if like JJ loves video game lo-fi. So I wonder if there's like some royalty-free video game lo-fi that he could do. All right, I said we're going to do some giveaways. Beefcake, appreciate you. All right, so El Oso, Aaron, Gonzalo, El Frito Bandito. Do any of y'all want a draft guide? I'll give away 2. If y'all haven't, if you don't already have one. I'll give away 2. I'll randomize it. Gonzalo's already got one. Jaquan, 8.2. I think the lowest score is a 7.9. JJ might be upset with me. Might be upset with me. Kitchen, you did too good of a job. Okay, Alfredo already purchased one. Aaron already purchased one. All right. So, David or El Oso, do you have one? Let us know in the comments. If not, they're yours. And if you comment on this and you don't have one, I'll do a giveaway live on the Late Round Fantasy Football Show. If you comment after the stream is over and you don't have one, any comments, you can grade it, whatever. And we'll do it. And I'll also, and David Ross, it's yours for the taking if you want it. I appreciate you all. I think that's going to do it. Hour-long show in the books. Man, you guys were awesome. It went smoothly, almost too smoothly. So I'll probably doing more of these. And appreciate you all. So let's stop feeding the ducks and let's get out of here. Appreciate you. Peace.